Now, the NHL is on center stage in Las Vegas with tomorrow's award show at the Hard Rock.
Now, prior to the event, sports director Chris Matthews caught up with owner Bill Foley. The two of them are like this, who talks about keeping players in a Knights uniform, Chris.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's certainly going to be a challenge. Who stays and who goes? Keeping the players is a big priority, but the Knights also have to think of the future and no hard feelings. Keeping that in line, that top line intact, is a priority. But even Foley knows they won't be able to keep every player, and he certainly understands that. Some unrestricted free agents will want years of security, others pay raises. What about keeping William Karlsson in a Knights uniform and going after free agents? All questions that will be answered over the next few weeks.
And the guys that may not be back here next year, I don't blame them. They're looking for a longer-term deal than perhaps we're ready to give up at this time. They may be looking for a little more money, and these are the unrestricted guys, and I understand. I've gotten particularly close with James Neal, and I hope we can work out something with him. I know he loves it here, but there's an example of a guy who may want a little longer term. He's 30, going to be 31 next fall, which is young, but you know, maybe he wants a little more security for a little longer period of time than perhaps we can provide. Carly's a restricted free agent. We want to go through a process with him. I'm sure that George is going to be interested in a longer term transaction. But that, again, that's up to George and Carly's agent. But we obviously love him. We think he's a fantastic player. He's young. He fits the perfect profile for what we want to have here for a long, long time.
Oh, you like that? Long, long time. Now, getting to the Stanley Cup final was terrific, but now Foley says the team has to do it again. He says they've got to be better. Coming up in sports, more with the owner on building a dynasty in Las Vegas. And what about the NHL Awards show? 4 Knights are up for awards who will walk away with those honors. More in 15 minutes. Denise?
Here we were calling him Wild Bill, but his nickname is Carly.
Carly. There was so much just in just a couple of sound bites.
Yeah, we learned.
Ooh, that was so good. Thanks, Chris.